After 24 hours in Battambang, we're making our way into the Cardamom Mountains. The road takes us through winding hills and a sudden rain shower, before we reach the remote town of Phumi Pramaoy, where we'll spend the night before continuing to the coast.
Well, it's convenient I got an iced coffee to go after spilling it all over myself. Be able to get from one place. Just as we were finishing packing up the Tuk Tuk, Dave brushed against a bush and there was a wasp nest, and he got, I believe, stung twice. There's one of the, like a bigger sting area that's swelling a little bit, but that's normal according to ChatGPT. And then I had to pull the stinger out, which was in a spot next to the bigger welt area. We'll obviously keep an eye on it. I've got my coffee on it right now, trying to cool it off, help with swelling. And if he needs it, we've got like antihistamines and bug bite cream and all that kind of stuff. Never a dull moment. Nice little farewell from Battambang. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing well. We're driving, we're stung in the neck, you know, just the whole experience.
It is just after 11 a.m. We just left our homestay about 5-10 minutes ago, and the GPS is saying it's going to take us about 2 hours and 40 minutes to get to our next stop for the night. Our first day of driving was a similar estimate, and it ended up taking, I believe, closer to 4 hours. We're only going up to around 55 kilometers an hour. I don't know if we mentioned this before, but the company, Tuk Tuk Rental, they're still pretty new in Cambodia. So a lot of this kind of feels like uncharted territory. There's not a lot out there on doing this route in a tuk-tuk by yourself. So we're gonna try and document it as best as possible in case you decide you want to rent a tuk-tuk and self-drive Cambodia. Now we're on the road. We stopped to get some ice for our cooler, and it's the cheapest it's been yet. We got a lot, like too much ice. I had to actually toss some out because I couldn't get our drinks into the cooler afterwards, and it was only 1,000 rial. We got gas yesterday, so we shouldn't have to stop for gas today at any point, but we likely will if we get to have a tank and we pass a station that has LPG, because why not fill up when you can instead of potentially getting yourself into a situation, which we sometimes like to do. The way we're taking today had us drive past the bat cave again. No bats this time. I'm sure they're all back inside sleeping. But if you saw our previous episode, we went and saw them all come out last night, and it was incredible. Just millions of them. 10 out of 10 recommend doing that for sure. On our drive from Siem Reap to Battambang a couple days ago, I really wasn't expecting to get a sunburn because I wasn't ever sitting in the direct sunlight. I was always covered under the canopy, but I guess it just reflects maybe off of the doors, off of the road. I didn't really think of that. So it wasn't a bad burn, but I was a little bit red. I hadn't put any sunscreen on. So this morning I've covered myself with sunscreen. Dave now got some on his arms. He did that while we were moving. And he also wore his UPF pants today so that he didn't have to put sunscreen on his legs. Hopefully we're a little bit more prepared today. Looks like we might be coming up to a little bit of weather. We're supposed to be turning left in about 4 kilometers. So we're hoping that we'll be able to bypass this rain. But I always say that, and that's not normally how it works out. So cross your fingers for us. We're just starting to get hit with the slightest bit of a sprinkle of rain. And I'm going to do exactly what I did last time, which is not put the flaps down yet, and we'll probably end up waiting until it actually pours to do that. Yet again, fingers crossed that we don't have to. It just gets so hot when you put all the flaps down. Well, that's exhausting. The front right panel, the front zipper on it does not go down. It's the only one that I just can't get down in any way, shape, or form. So unfortunately, Dave might get a little wet. If I like loop it through some of the bars at the back here, it at least protects all of our stuff from getting wet. I'm ready to take the helm. Dave's gonna try and fly his drone. We're in a nice kind of clear space with some nice mountains coming up. Hasn't been a lot of traffic. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I can do this. It's been a couple of days since I've actually driven on the road. Yesterday we did do some practice driving at the abandoned airport in Battambang. So that was nice, that was helpful. And I'm feeling like 90% confident, so that's pretty good. Our gas tank has officially hit 25%. Normally start looking for an LPG station around 50%, which we did start doing, but we have not found one yet. We've passed a couple of gas stations, but none of them have had LPG. We're only about 15 kilometers from our final stop for the day, so we're going to make it. It's not an issue to make it, but it always just makes us a little bit nervous when you just haven't seen any in this long. There are supposed to be at least 2 LPG stations in the town we're stopping in, so it shouldn't be an issue. It's just one of those things. It just makes you a little bit nervous anyways. We've just pulled into the town that was our final destination for the day, and I think it took about an extra hour.
It did.
On top of what Google Maps had suggested.
So, not too bad.
There was an LPG station in town, so we just filled up the tank.
Yeah.
And now we're going to drive about 3 minutes down the road to a potential homestay that we're hoping has room for us. It sounds like they've got a room for us. We have the option between a 2-bed villa, which is 25 USD, or a 1-bed villa, which is 20 USD. We're just gonna go check out the villas and see if the bed's big enough for us to share. Oh yeah, this is perfect.
Okay, so this room?
This room, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but I think we hit the jackpot with this villa. The bed has like a memory foam topper. It's so soft. And it's a pretty big bed. I think it's a queen. We could have done the room with 2 beds, but I really feel like this bed's going to be big enough for us, especially because we're only staying for 1 night. And it was $5 cheaper American. There's so much natural light in this room from the windows. The AC is already cooling it down in here. It's amazing. And there's a huge ceiling fan, so many outlets. We can charge all of our stuff. The space is just absolutely massive. The bathroom looks pretty decent. It's 3:00 p.m. now. I think we're just gonna get comfy, probably have a shower, and just chill out for the rest of the day. We're gonna be going to bed early tonight, Dave.
Yeah.
We're the worst, especially me. I'm the worst. I'm a bad influence. We always end up staying up a lot later than planned. I think last night was 1 a.m., but we have to be up even earlier tomorrow morning. So we really do need to go to bed early tonight. We've just been hanging out in the villa for the past couple hours and we got hungry. So we came down and asked for some food. They're making us pork with rice. There's no menu, so they just tell you what meat they have with rice. We're both getting pork and they didn't really have a lot of drink options besides beer. So we're heading out right now to see if we can find either like a convenience store or a gas station or something that's selling drinks. So we really just need some water. There's no 7-Eleven in the area. And we also looked to see if there was Grab available. Grab is not a thing in this town. We just went down the road and just stopped at a random business that was selling a ton of drinks. And we got some water and some Pocari Sweat and then came back to our villa. And not even 5 minutes later, they've delivered our food. All right, moment of truth. Okay, that looks pretty good.
It's not bad. Just nice, classic pork fried rice. We initially ordered 1 chicken, 1 pork, and she said the chicken would have bone in it. So
yeah, I really appreciated her saying that.
Yeah, so we make it like Cambodian style. So, forward.
Our night in Phumi Pramaoy is just a pause in the journey. From here, we'll push further through the Cardamom Mountains, chasing the road all the way to Cambodia's coast. But the road throws us a curve that threatens to derail all of our plans. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.